Hello, how is everybody? Why are you guys hiding? Oh, Stephanie, we've been listening to you this whole time. Now you're going to mute? All right. We will go ahead and get started. I do have this recording. So if you want to go back and listen to anything again, I'll post the recording once I have it all saved. So this is a recap of the Record Breaker workshop. So feel free to ask questions along the way. Have either one of you seen this before? I'm going to look in the chat. Have either of you seen this? Did you join Minta for this or see it live? Did either one of you do that?
I seen some of it, but my computer was messing up or her computer was messing up or something and I couldn't hear it.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I'm going to run through the whole thing, even though you probably caught most of it. But like I said, just feel free to interrupt if you have any questions. And then we'll go kind of fast, but the ending part is really the best part. So I'm going to slow down when we get to that ending part. So first we did some recognition of our new managers. These were managers that were promoted from May to August. So May, June, July, or August. Obviously we have more managers that have promoted since then. And these were the managers that were actually titled in May, June, July, or August. So they had to meet the qualifications in either April, May, June, or July in order to be included in this category. So congratulations to Amanda Werner, Angie Godot, Tom, Cynthia, Bethany Messing, I'm going to go super fast, Jennifer Thompson, Kelly Clark, Marcy Nash, Amanda Spraley, Jennifer Stewart, hi Leah, Stacy Viviano, Christina Connolly, Ashley McFarland, Candace Norris, and then we had a couple of new star managers. We had Courtney Kortenberg and Stacy Vigiano, and then we had two new executive managers. We had Annalise, and then she moved to director along with Lisa, Courtney, and then which promoted out some new star directors. We had Josie Fransway and Minta Powelson moved to star director. And then here are the top personal sales that we had. We had Minta Powelson, Jennifer Novogoratz, Lindsay Doyle, Jennifer Thompson, Laura Schaefer, Bethany Messing, Marcy Nash, Stacy Vigiano, Jessica Thompson, and our top seller for the entire catalog was Courtney Kortenberg with $24,930.43. Woo! That's a whole lot of Tupperware sold. And honestly, I know that when Courtney was moving to directorship, she didn't keep all of her sales. She did a lot of grand openings. So this is really probably a low number for what she sold over that time period. Top unit sales. This is my favorite category because the team is kind of where the magic happens. Not kind of. The unit not teams, units. So the individual units, which are led by managers or star managers or executive managers, this is where the magic in our Tupperware business happens. So Candace Norris, Christina Connolly, Jennifer Novogoratz, Jennifer Stewart, Bethany Messing, Cynthia Kenyon, Kelly Clark, Marcy Nash, Stacy Vigiano, and our top unit leader was Jennifer Thompson with $39,309.01. And she is now finishing up her director and qualification program. So she's just totally kicking butt. Hi, Lisa. Our top team sales, this is directors and above, were Cross Country Divas with $59,697. Rise to the Top, which is my personal team, $65,915.17. And It's Tupper Time had $143,824.08 in the summer catalog. So you can look at these two teams, my team being 65 and her team being 143, and they totally killed it. So they are doing incredible. Please, please, please cheer them on. Total organization sales for those 4 months, this includes everybody in my organization, so all of Rise to the Top, which includes your directors, myself for my personal team, Josie, Minta, Annalise, Lisa, and Courtney. So all of us together, we sold $346,174.17 in 4 months. So I want you guys to know that the opportunity is out there. We've already tapped into a little bit of it, and I feel like we're just on the edge of it in many of the teams that are out there and the units that are out there are just getting started. So I want you guys to take that information into Record Breaker Month and really decide where you want to be at the next stage. So use Record Breaker as an excuse to work your business in ways that you've never worked it before. And so we can kind of talk about that. Did you guys all get a chance to print this off, or either you print it or you received it in the mail? Hopefully you did. Be sure and take tons of notes during this. And if you didn't, then you can print it after this call. You can go ahead and print it out and write down, transfer your notes into here. So our goal as an organization, which is Rise to the Top, is to do 280 parties during Record Breaker Month. Now that might sound like a ton. It might give you a little bit of diarrhea, but I can assure you that this is something that our unit is, or our organization is definitely capable of. Here's the breakdown that we're looking for each director team. So take a few minutes and find who your director is and look at her goal and make sure that you're figuring out how you can contribute to her goal and what you want to get out of your business personally in Record Breaker. So the easiest way to do that is to determine how much income you want to earn next month, and then multiply that times 4, and then divide that by 600. And that's how many parties you need to hold. So for example, if you wanted to make, I'm going to pull out my calculator because math is hard. So let's say you wanted to actually take home $4,000 next month. So that's a lot of income, right? If your little Tupperware business did $4,000 in income, wouldn't you be happy with that? So we're going to dream big. So I'm going to calculate it on $4,000. You multiply that times 4, because our profit is only 25%. It's not the full 100. So that means you need to sell $16,000 in Tupperware. You divide that by 600, because the average party size in Record Breaker Month is 600. And that means you need to hold 27 parties. It's 26.66. So 27 parties in 4 weeks. So if you divide that by 4, that means you need to hold 1 party a night. That's doable, guys. 1 party a week, a night, 1 party a night, a couple hours every night into your Tupperware business. If you work a full-time job, I'm sure they expect you to work more than 2 hours a day. So this is something that anybody can do. You can dream really big and accomplish a lot during Record Breaker Month. In order to make that happen, Tupperware is kind of pulling out all of the stops. They're going to give you additional sales promotions that your customers can take advantage of. They're going to give you host exclusives to help you date more parties. They're going to give you consultant incentives to help you be motivated and excited for your business, additional money, that kind of stuff. So it really is the time to try new things in your business if you're not getting where you want to be right now. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, what Tupperware is going to offer to you so that you can have a $10,000 month. Now you might look at that and go, holy cannoli, I can't even imagine selling $10,000 worth of Tupperware by myself. But I'm going to show you how. And I've showed this both in Denver for Josie's and my team, and I showed it again in Indiana. And when I first put it up there for the $10,000 month, there were people that were scared. But once we broke it down day by day, it really is doable. Keep in mind, we're going to focus on filling your very first week. So the first thing that you have to do if you want to have a $10,000 month is commit to having a $10,000 month. And that might mean that you take a couple days off from work. Maybe your husband takes time off from work, or you arrange childcare so that you can actually put the time into your Tupperware business. But the very first thing you do is the commitment. So you got to think big and commit big and say, I'm having a $10,000 month. The words I want to have or I would like to have should not come out of your mouth. This is the time to say, I will have a $10,000 month. And then the very first thing you're going to do after you commit to it, figure out the hours that you're going to work during that first week, is you're going to focus on filling that week. And the way that you want to do that is you want to have, first and foremost, a Super Saturday. So on October 1st, it's your marathon day. You're going to hold a morning, afternoon, and evening party. Now, if you've never done 3 parties in one day, there are a couple of things you need to think about. First, you have to think about the geography of where your hostesses live. They can't live across town from each other if your parties are going to be scheduled close together. So you want to think about that as you're scheduling people. You can do a bright and early party, do a breakfast party, use the breakfast maker from your kit, make omelets, let the kids, maybe make it a mommy and me party, let the kids do Saturday morning breakfast with the moms, help them to make them in the omelet maker. Then in the afternoon, do a brunch party. You could even do maybe a monkey bread party or something yummy for lunchtime, or you could do something a little healthier like fruit skewers, talk about the fridge smarts, those kind of things, and then do the evening party, which I think is what most of us do the most of, but make something yummy for the evening time. I would encourage you to pick the recipes that you're going to offer now. So if you received the paper copy of this packet from your director, which hopefully you did if you were attending online, in there are some recipes for freezer workshops. Those are great to do at the evening parties, or you can just pick one of those recipes out and use that. There's tons of recipes in the fall holiday section of our back office. And then of course on Facebook, there's a ton of recipes. So pick the recipes that you're going to offer ahead of time and then market it that way. If you want to do a mommy and me Saturday morning party, then you say, I have one spot available during the first week of Record Breaker. We're going to have the best specials ever. I have one spot for anybody who's looking to hold a party with their kiddos. So anybody who doesn't want to find childcare, can't find childcare, their friends can't find childcare, this is the spot for you. We're going to start at 9 a.m. I'm going to make mimosas for the moms, and we're going to make omelets for the kiddos. Let me know who wants to grab the spot, and really build that excitement about the exclusivity of being your very first party in Record Breaker Month. And then you're going to see that those people are going to be generously rewarded by Tupperware for being in that very first week. So set up your Super Saturday. That's the very first thing you want to do. So date 3 parties for that Saturday. Then Saturday afternoon, a lot of people are going to church and watching football, so do a Battle of the Hostesses party. You can even line it up with the local football game and do it on halftime. So get everybody together. It works really great if you do like a mother-daughter party or sisters or someone, best friends that were maybe going to get together for the party or get together for the football game anyway, and have them compete against each other. Have one of them make traditional salsa, one of them make mango salsa, do a taste test, really have them get into it and have them show who can demo the products best, make them talk about what they like about the products, and really have them do that side of it. That could be really fun. Or you could just do it more traditional where you have them compete on who can invite the most people, who sells the most Tupperware to their friends, who gets the most pre-orders, and of course you want to give gifts for whoever wins each side of those contests that you set up. So make it super fun. Embrace the fact that it is football day for a lot of people, so they may not be able to leave kiddos with daddy because he wants to watch the game or whatever it is. Best for your community on how that's going to work. So set up that Battle of the Hostesses party. Then on Monday, you want to invite everyone to your team meeting. I know in our organization, our team meetings are held every other Monday. So if you don't have a Monday meeting scheduled, you could set up something either in your house to invite people to. Maybe you do a bingo or a host appreciation where everybody can just come over. Everybody from the weekend can just come over and get cookies and lemonade, and you close out all the parties and maybe do some extra giveaways. Just do something fun on Monday for your people. And then Tuesday through Thursday, you just want to hold one party per night. And then Friday is your final day of the week, and you're going to do a happy hour in your house, have some snacks, wine, stuff from the fall catalog, offer bonus offers to anybody who brings orders to you, do prizes for the top 10 purchases made that night, offer a bumped and bruised section, which would just be any bowls that have maybe fallen off your table, gotten scratched on concrete, maybe things where, it's gotten scratched, or things from your home that you no longer want to use. Sell them for like $2 a bowl or something, and just get them cleaned out of your. I'm really excited to do my bumps and bruised section. I'm going to clean out some of the Tupperware that I've had since the beginning. That still looks great. I just don't use it very much. I'm going to clean some of that out. So use this as an example or a time to, get things organized and really kick off your fall season. So. All right, any questions on the $10,000 month? Now, if you do this in your first week, I'm going to add this before you guys ask me questions. So if you do all of this in the first week, you're going to sell on average $5,600 worth of Tupperware in your very first week of the month. Now, I know that I would be very excited if I sold $5,600 in my very first week in a sales month. And I think that you would be too. Hopefully that would excite you. And the income that you're going to earn off of that, again, let me pull out my calculator. Just if you do that very first month, because you're going to get or very first week, because you're going to get the volume bonus as well, is $1,960 in cash. You guys are going to earn $2,000 almost in cash just for doing this 1 week. And I always tell people you can do anything you want short term. So if you really dedicate yourself to doing this, having this $10,000 month, keep in mind that your hostesses are going to want to date more parties from their friends for you so that they can collect all the host gift specials that Tupperware is going to offer. So they're going to backfill the rest of your month. All you have to do is set this week up the way that we have it set up, and you guys will easily have that $10,000 month. So you're going to make $2,000 in profit from this. Also, any orders that you collect during your happy hour, you're going to be able to collect those as a host yourself and take advantage of some of the host gift specials that Tupperware is offering. So this really, really, really is a great opportunity. And I would encourage you guys to not let this pass by. It doesn't matter where you're at in your Tupperware business, anybody can do this. So, because really you only have to find 8 hostesses. So you have to find 3 for Saturday, 2 for your Sunday party, and they need to know each other, and then 1 for Tuesday, 1 for Wednesday, and 1 for Thursday. So find 8 hostesses and lock in your Friday happy hour, set that up now, and start inviting people who maybe don't want to host, and you guys will be set. All right, any questions on that? Stephanie, this is all in the packet. Josie is sending you one, but you're welcome to print this if you want. All right, any other questions about this? Does this make you nervous, or do you feel like this is doable? You guys are so quiet. You know I don't like that. Nothing? Guys have nothing? I like it. Cool. It's okay to be nervous, Stephanie. Big goals should make you a little nervous. So if you're nervous, I would encourage you to try it. Work on it for the next 2 weeks while we're finishing up September, and then just take it from there. It is doable. I agree. And I'll tell you, like, I'm just as crazy busy as you guys, and I work on Tupperware every day, and I know that not all of you do work on Tupperware every day, but I work on Tupperware every day because I do a lot with our team and answering questions and that kind of stuff. If I were just working on parties, I could do this. No problem. And with everything that I'm doing with the team, I'm going to make sure that I do this as well. So I think it's totally doable. Stephanie, you work 10 hours a day, but you don't work 7 days a week, do you?
No, 5.
Okay, so I used to work full time, so I get it, but it is doable, and it's only 1 week, and you just have a crazy week, and maybe you take a couple of days off, take some PTO, and schedule yourself. But really, do you work Monday through Friday?
It actually varies. I'm usually off on Tuesdays, and then I work some weekends.
Okay, so the day that you're off, I would make that your marathon day, whatever day that is. Just make that your marathon day. Then you don't have to take any other time off because you can do the rest around your work schedule. So make one of your days off your marathon day, make the other one your Battle of the Hostess party, and then everything else you can work around your full-time job. So it's totally doable, even if you're working. And keep in mind, like I said, it's only 1 week. You can do crazy for 1 week, I promise. I know because I've done it. All right, so start small. There's a few things that we can do, and I was surprised when I was doing these events live how many people haven't already put some of these things in place. So if that's you, it's okay, you're in good company, but these are things that you want to start doing now. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have your newsletter set up. If you're not using TW Trends at this point, I would encourage you to start immediately. It's about $6 a month, but your very first 2 months are free. So if you're not using TW Trends, now's the perfect time to sign up because you can take advantage of them mailing all of your customers during Record Breaker month. And they actually send out an additional promotional email during Record Breaker month. So they not only send out mid-September, which already went out, but they'll send out mid-October. And then, but at the start of the month, they'll send out a special Record Breaker newsletter. So you're actually going to get more newsletters out of them if you haven't started using them. You're going to get more in your free period than if you had used them before. So set that up. It's about $6 a month. You do have to put a credit card in, but they won't charge you until your third month. And then all you do is upload all your customers' email addresses into the database. You can do it straight from Excel if you already have everybody in Excel. There's a lot of different formats it can take. It's easy peasy. You just need to spend about a half hour on it, and you can really have a way to get in front of your customers every month. And you need to think about that. If your marketing plan and your business plan doesn't include you in front of your customers at least once a month, there's a good chance you're leaving a lot of business on the table. So make sure that you set this up, not only just for Record Breaker, but for the health of your business moving forward. Another easy peasy thing you can do is start to build excitement in your VIP group. Starting next week, we can start sharing the host specials that are going to be offered. And then the following week is when the promotions come out and we can start sharing those. So start to build excitement. Let people know, hey, I attended Record Breaker Workshop. I'm so excited for some of the specials that are coming out. Be sure and date your October party with me now so you can take advantage of that, or really push that first week. I'm currently filling up my first week because those are the best offers of the entire month. Make sure you contact me, blah, blah, blah. So start to build that excitement now. You don't have to tell them what the specials are. Just tell them they're the best of the best, and they truly are. So ask your friends and family to share your posts in October. That's something I think we don't do a great job of, is we don't, as an organization, we don't do a great job of utilizing Facebook. It's a free service. We're on there anyway. All of you guys are on there often because I can see you guys posting other stuff, but we don't promote our businesses. October's the time to do that. So you might have someone in your life, like for example, my dad. He's proud of my business. He's happy for me, but he doesn't really know how to promote my business. But if I went to him and said, hey, Dad, every time I share a post in October, can you just click that share button and share it for me? He would do that. He would be committed to doing that and happy to do that. He may not really understand what that's doing for my business, or he may not, really comment on it or talk about the recipes or anything like that. He may not do it the same way that I would do it, but all of that can really help you. So think about those people in your life who do want to support your business and maybe they just don't know how. Make a list of those people and reach out to them now and ask them if they could share your post in October, and then send them a reminder, especially like the very first time you post something. Send them a private message and say, hey, I know we talked before about you sharing my post. I just wanted to let you know that I just posted the first one. If you have any trouble posting it, or reposting it, let me know and I can help walk you through that. Lastly, take a Record Breaker flyer around to your T-zone. And the T-zone is covered in your initial kit. There's documentation about what the T-zone is. But if you forgot, if you toss that in the trash, maybe you've never done it, that's okay. It's really, if you were looking at an aerial view of your home and you drew a cross across it, so you made a T, whose houses would be underneath that T. And those are the people that you go knock on the door and you say, hey, my name's Angie. I'm not sure if you know this, but I'm your Tupperware ambassador for this area. I would love, love, love to take care of any warranty that you have. I also wanted to let you know that October is our huge Record Breaker sale. We have some great incentives that are going on. I'm going to leave you a brochure so you can peek at that, but make sure that you let me know if you have anything that's cracked, peeled, broken, or split, because during the month of October, you can get that replaced absolutely free. This is something that you should be comfortable saying to your neighbors. I mean, that's pretty mild, I think. I think it's doable by everybody, and it is your neighbors. A lot of times they would love to do it. Every time I do this, I'm not great about consistently doing it. It's something I need to work on in my business. But every time I do this, I get orders. My neighbors are super excited to see the catalogs and see what's new. Even if they don't order, it builds that excitement and they know that you're there for them. So make sure that you're hitting up your T-zone. Also invite them to your happy hour, because no matter what the weather is, no matter what chaos is happening, it's going to be super easy for those neighbors to pop over, even if they just come over for 10 or 15 minutes. They can pop over and take advantage of some of the happy hour specials and that kind of stuff during your party. So make sure that you have something to invite them to. If you're not doing a happy hour, figure something else out to invite those people to. All right, then you got to start now. To make that $10,000 a month a reality, you cannot wake up on October 1st and be like, let's do this thing if you haven't planned anything. So you have to line up your September parties now so that your September hostesses are working on those datings for you so that your October calendar is full in that very first week. You want to aim for 2 parties a week and get your host excited about those host gift specials so that she's dating parties for you. You want to set your goal and commit to achieving your goal. That is the most important first step. Things are going to come up along the way. I'll just tell you that now. For those of you, maybe you've done Financial Peace University. That was something my husband and I did to get ourselves debt free. So one thing that Dave Ramsey, who created the class, says is that you can expect the unexpected. He's a money guy, so he talks about how you need to have $1,000 emergency fund because most emergencies are not emergencies. They're something that should be planned for. When your hot water heater goes out, I mean, they do have a shelf life. People should know their hot water heater is going to go out at some time if they're a homeowner. So it's the same thing in your business. You should know that hosts are going to get sick. People are going to need to reschedule. Whatever the case is, you should know as the CEO of your business that those kind of things are going to come up, and you need to have a plan in place to help counteract that. Your choices can either be something that you're proud of at the end of the month or something that you're ashamed of because you didn't do the best that you can do. Your excuses are not going to get you where you want to be, so don't accept them. Don't accept, no matter what your situation is, you can have a successful record breaker month. All right, so use this record breaker calendar. This is also coming in your packet or you can print it off. What's nice about the monthly view is it really gives you a good snapshot of where you're at for your business. And you can use it to set hot dates. So all you want to do is you want to just draw a line through the days that you have personal events already scheduled. Then you want to use a highlighter and highlight the days that you want to be working your Tupperware business. Make sure that you've highlighted the amount of hours equal to what you want to get out of your business or more. Because if you want to have a $10,000 month and you only have 2 days highlighted, I love you, but that's probably not going to happen. So make sure that all of that jives and makes sense for what your goals and expectations are so that you have invested the time in your business that you need to get it done. Also, if you have hot dates that don't get grabbed up by a hostess, then you need to use that time for Tupperware regardless. So let's say you share this calendar with your husband or loved ones or whoever watches your kids, those kind of thing. You share this calendar and you say, okay, so on my hot dates, I have the 4th, 7th, 11th, and 14th. Let's just say every Tuesday and Friday, you have a hot date. So you highlight those days and you take it to your kids' caregivers, whoever those people are, and you say, those are my hot dates. And they're like, okay, great. They make arrangements to watch your kids. You just say, that's happening. So we get to the 4th and you don't have a party scheduled. No hostess grabbed that date. You are still going to leave the house and go work your Tupperware business. You're either going to go friend finding, go sit in a coffee shop and make phone calls, collect up orders, whatever it is that you're going to do for your business is still going to happen on the 4th. It may not look like what you intended it to look like because you were hoping to have a party and that didn't come through, but that time is already set aside for Tupperware. So do your business a favor and work that business on that day. Does that make sense? I think that's one thing that that's one huge difference between people who grow their businesses and people who don't, is when things don't work out the way that we anticipated it would work out, what we do in those moments is really what defines us. So if you have that time set aside for Tupperware and your host cancels on you, that is, if you view that as, oh, good, now I have the night off, I can do something else, or I can go out, or I can take my kids to dinner. If you make those choices, that's going to get you a different end result than someone who makes the choice to go work their business anyway and hustle up some more business. So think about those choices because they all have an impact on your business. All right, these are some people that you can make a party with. Obviously, we've talked ad nauseum about your Frank list and who we can contact to get a few more parties. But maybe some of these people are new ideas for you that you haven't thought of before. So make sure that you go through and really try to make a wonderful 100 list using these cues and contact those people. It doesn't have to be in somebody's house. It can be in an office, a meeting room, a local restaurant, coffee shop, whatever it is. So try to think outside of the box and get some of these set up. All right. And I have found in the live workshops that we have a lot of list makers out there. That's something that I asked a lot of questions about. I love checking stuff off the list. Doesn't that feel good? So I think people who thrive in this business a lot of times are list makers because we're busy people that get stuff done. So if you're a list maker, use this worksheet to help you list out the parties that you're going to hold and then get them done. All right, so let's see what Tupperware is going to offer us. They are showcasing the Micro Pro Grill in October. The Micro Pro Grill is the item that was rolled out at Jubilee. If you attended Jubilee, you received one of them there. After Jubilee, you had an opportunity to earn one. So there's a potential that you already have one of these in your kitchen. But if you don't, now's a great time to get it. So they're going to be showing off the Micro Pro Grill. It's going to be available for hostesses for only $49 when they have a $750 party and 2 datings. So you might think, oh my goodness, that's a lot. Actually not. Our average in our organization is $650, which is much higher than the national average. And during Record Breaker Month, probably $750, $800, maybe even $900 will be our organization average. So really, this is just an average party that has great host coaching, and she's going to be able to grab that Micro Pro Grill for $49. It does have a retail value of $199. So your host should be super excited to grab that special. And here's how some additional host benefits are going to work. With $600 or more in sales, plus 2 friends who date and hold their own parties, hosts can earn the most awards possible. So they're going to receive $90 in host credit free. Then they can purchase an additional $90 in host credit for $20. So they're going to get a total of $180 in host credit for just $20. With a $1,000 party, they get $200 in free. Then they can purchase they can purchase $90 for $20, just like they can at the $600 level. And then they can, in addition to that, they can purchase another $200 for $20. So for a total of $40, they will get $490 in host credit. That is awesome, you guys. I don't know very many direct sales companies that give you almost $500 back, and by the time you give her a dating gift and all of that, they're going to get $500 in free product for having a $1,000 party. Now, that is pretty incredible and something that I think hostesses are going to be very excited about. And during the first week of October, Tupperware is going to waive these copays. So instead of having to purchase for $20 or $40, that's all going to be free. So that's another reason that you want to fill up that very first week, because every $1,000 party that you hold, your host is going to get almost $500 worth of freebies for nothing, for just having that $1,000 party. That is incredible. For customers, to help her get to that $1,000 level, they're going to be doing buy one, get one free That's-A-Bowls towers. And how it works is it's the Mega That's-A-Bowl, the That's-A-Bowl, so it's the bottom 4. Mega, That's-A, Junior, and what's the other one? Mega, That's-A, Junior, and I forget the name of them. I have a brochure right here. Let me look.
It's just a That's-A-Bowl.
No, it's Mega, That's-A, Junior, and then what?
Jumbo.
No, that's not the jumbo in that one, is it?
The biggest one? Yeah.
No, it's the jumbo is separate. That's a separate offer. So on this 8-piece tower, it includes the junior, the medium, the That's-A, and then the Mega That's-A. So those bottom 4 are the 42 cup, the 32 cup, the 19 cup, and the 12 cup. So
Now, the very bottom one is the jumbo because that's 12 pieces if you look at it. The picture is 12 pieces. Now, you know what? Forget it. Ignore me. You know I don't know what I'm doing.
No,
they have
honey, that's not right. Because then you can buy a mini and a extra mini. That's where the other two come from.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I was like, wait, yeah, that's why I said ignore me.
Oh, okay. So they're going to receive the bottom four if you guys are looking at this picture. So it's an 8-piece set for $90. So they're going to get 2 of the That's a Juniors. They're going to get 2 of the That's a Mediums. They're going to get 2 of the That's a Bowls. And then they're going to get 2 of the Mega That's a Bowls. So they're going to get the bottom 4. They're going to get 2 of those. So that's an incredible offer for $90. Then they can add the mini bowls, 2 of them for $16, and they can add the extra minis for $10 for a pair. So for a total of $116, they can get 12 That's a Bowls. That's a really awesome offer. This is also a great set to split as a girlfriend set. And so if you think about that for half of that, so with tax and shipping, it would be roughly $130 when all was said and done. So about $65, $70 a person, they can get a whole tower of That's a Bowls. That is a really great, great deal. And also, these are available for us to sample. So if you sample these and you have a customer who cannot find a partner to split this set with, you be that partner. So what I always do is I tell people, hey, split this set, find a coworker, a friend, a neighbor. That way you can just ship the whole thing to them and they can figure it out. And then they're going to each pay $70 or $75. Well, you have to do the math for your local area. So they each pay their amount and then you're done with it. They split the set, they figure it out. But I always say, if you want this set and you don't have a partner and you're local to me, let me know. And if they're not local, you just have to add extra shipping on for that. But if you sample this tower, I believe it's $56 for the 8. It worked out to be about $65 for the sample. So if you sample this for $65, the amount she pays you for her half is going to cover your entire cost or close to your entire cost. And then you're going to be able to sell that tower at almost 100% profit, or you can keep it for your kitchen and spend nothing on it, basically. It's up to you. So keep that in mind. If you have people who are interested in splitting and don't have partners, you can always work it out. But before offering that, I encourage them to find their own partner, because then you're going to tap into resources that you don't have in the room. So for example, if you're holding a party and somebody's like, I want the set, you might find 2 people sitting on the couch who want the set and they want to split it with each other. But then you might have somebody else who doesn't have a partner. And then you just say, text a few people, we'll send them a picture. And a lot of times they will find a partner for that set. So they'll split it with their mom or sister or a neighbor or a coworker, and then you don't have to do anything else and you've sold that extra set. If they don't have a partner, then again, you could split it with them. So questions on that? That can be a huge moneymaker for you, is by doing these additional promotions, like adding some personality and giving them some additional options other than just the BOGO offer that Tupperware is offering. So do you guys have questions on how to split that up for the girlfriend sets? Okay. Also in October, we're going to have some pink items. This is obviously to remind people or trigger people that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Tupperware does not give money back to the Komen Foundation or anything like that during October. If you wanted to support the Komen Foundation or Making Strides or any of those breast cancer awareness foundations, you could definitely do that on your own. And I would encourage you to do that, to set up some sort of fundraiser so that you can have that running in the background of your Record Picker month. But Tupperware only gives money to the Boys and Girls Club of America. They're exclusive to them all year long. So just know that even though there's a lot of pink going on, none of that is going to the Komen Association or anything like that unless you do it yourself. But so they're doing the electric pink lunch set, super cute, only $12. You guys, that's a really awesome deal. And then the Quick Shake containers, people love our Quick Shake. It's been around forever. Even though it's changed, people still love it. It's basically buy one, get one free, because you're going to get 2 for $16. And then the Tupper Mini set is going to be buy one set, get one set free. So $15 and you get all of those. I would encourage you guys to sample all of that, because those are great little host bonus items you can do for your auctions or your parties. I mean, all of that is super cheap to sample. All right. Also, Fall Festival is, do you guys have questions? Any questions about the specials that Tupperware is offering before I move on? All right, so they're offering great host specials. They're offering great customer specials. They're going to be offering you guys amazing incentives. So make sure that you have consistent parties for the entire month, because if you work your butt off in October, you will be generously rewarded. That's all I'm going to say. So make sure that you're reading your My Week email every week so that you know exactly what you can earn during that time. And then really focus on your Tupperware business in this month. Like I said, we can do anything for a short period of time. So questions on anything that Tupperware is offering? All right. Also, during the first week, I told you how they're going to waive the copay. They're going to offer the Jumbo That's-able. The matching Jumbo That's-able will be available during the first week. It's also going to be buy one, get one free, and it's going to be $39. You will see that promotion kick off once we start Record Breakers. So you'll be able to print that flyer from Tupperware directly. But it's going to be buy one, get one free on the Jumbo, which is 59 cups. So it's the biggest bowl that we offer. It's not featured in the brochure. It's something that they're just doing on short-term promotion for that first week. So then people could get 7 bowls instead of the 6, the Tower of 6. All right. So if you have no questions on that, one of our last things is we are going to be holding Fall Festival on November 14th. It's going to be held either the 12th, 13th, or 14th, depending on your director and when she schedules that for. So make sure that you're staying tuned for that and staying in tune with your director to get that set up. But if you want to register for that, you can register now for it for the cheapest rate that it'll be. So we're doing $15 for this entire week. It says today only, but really that was for live people. So if you submit to your director the $15, by the end of this week, she will get you registered for Fall Festival, pre-registered. After this week, it's going to go to at least 20. We don't have the product information. There's always a prize pack and attendance pack for coming. So we don't have that yet, but it'll probably be $20 and then $30 if you're a late registrar. So register today if you're interested in coming to Fall Festival. It's going to be the new catalog kickoff. You're going to get a product pack to support that, and then we're going to talk about some fall, because the catalog for that starts in January is actually called Winter. So we're going to talk about the Winter catalog. No, Leah, they're waiving the copay on the host specials, the additional host specials, the additional host credit that they're offering. Yeah, they never, ever, ever waive the copay on the Say Yes, ever. Like, they may waive the copay on the activation things sometimes, but like, straight from Cheryl's mouth, I've heard her say, we will never waive the copay on the $39. Like, they truly believe that needs to be paid because that shows that level of commitment. Oh, Leah, just scream back. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So if you attended your live one with your person, however you were supposed to attend it. So if you were attending online and you attended with Minta, or if you attended live at a local one, you will receive a That's-able and 2 of the junior or mini That's-ables. So you'll get that as the product pass out for your attendance offer. So you guys are going to grab that so that you have an example of what the electric pink looks like. So if you attended the workshop that you were supposed to attend, since today wasn't one of the ones that you were supposed to attend. So if you attended previously, and then you were considered in attendance, and you're going to get your attendance pack. Those will be mailed to you by your director. And it's the That's-able and 2 of the minis you're going to get in the electric pink. So you can have that color on hand to show people what that looks like and kind of, let them see the quality of the bowls and that kind of stuff. If you turned in your datings to your director and you have the proper amount, so that's been in the My Week email, and your director's probably posted it on their Facebook group. But if you have already dated the October parties that you needed, she's also going to send you an electric pink pack of smidgets. So look for those too if you gave her your datings. If you haven't turned them in yet, turn them in ASAP. So last but not least, the last thing I want to do with you guys is to help you set your goals. We're going to do the goal setting, and then you're going to take a picture of your goals. If you received your packet and you have the goal sheet on there, you can take a picture of it. If you didn't receive your packet, all you have to do is type it on Facebook and tell us what the goals are on the organization page. But you want to determine how much you want to make in Tupperware in October. So choose that number, multiply it times 4, and then divide it by 600, because that's the party average. So I'll put that in the chat for you. So income goal times 4 equals X. And then you take X divided by 600. And that's how many parties you need to hold. Okay, so whatever your income is times 4, because we only earn 25% of what we sell, times 600, or I'm sorry, divided by 600 equals the number of parties that you need to hold. And really, if it reaches a point where with the additional volume bonus and stuff like that, you might not need to hold as many as that number comes out with. Also, don't forget to add some insurance parties. So if you really want to make $1,000 during Record Breaker month, that would be 1,000 times 4, which is 4,000 divided by 600. So that's going to be, hold on, 600 would be 7 parties. Really, you should probably date 9 parties in case you have anybody that cancels. So just keep that in mind too as you're setting those goals. And you're going to post these onto Facebook. You don't have to tell them to me right now. Stephanie, no, that's the minimum that we are looking at. So if you've already achieved, let's say $560, the minimum that you should be submitting for Record Breaker would be 561, because the whole idea is to break your record. But really, none of us like to hit minimums, right? Like, we don't want to be the minimum that we can be. So it's not just adding $1. That would be the minimum. You really want to set your goal based on where you want to be. It has nothing to do with where you've been. It's where you want to be. So that would, again, be the minimum. Okay, no worries. All right, any other questions on the goal setting? All righty. So that is it. Do you guys have questions about anything that's coming up in Record Breaker Workshop before we hang up? All right. No problem, Leah. Thanks for hopping on. Yes, Karen, please update your director so that she knows what you're going for. Awesome. Well, you guys have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and I'll tag the post on the Facebook page so you guys know where to add your goals. And then we will get you going, and I'm super excited. I know Record Breaker is going to be amazing, so I'm excited to celebrate you guys. It will be worth your time. So really invest in yourself in this month and take the time to make it amazing, because Tupperware has given you all the resources. Now it's just up to you. So good night, guys. Thanks for hopping on.